drop a like if you want the first hint. This is a public service announcement. The update is coming out this Saturday. That's right. Big Games just tweeted, after community feedback, updates are moving to Saturdays. And we've got this schedule here, which shows us the full plan for the month ahead. So let's run through it quickly. So each and every Saturday we will be getting an update. Starting with this Saturday, the 4th of September, we will be getting a small update. The following Saturday, on the 11th of September, it will be a big update, and it will rotate like this going forward throughout September and even into October. If you can't process that information, it's simple. Every Saturday, 11 AM CST, 5 PM in the UK, there is an update. So according to all the leaks so far, we believe that this area here, the high-tech area behind this door, is going to be in the update this Saturday. We should be getting a button here which says unlock again. I know it's disappeared, but hopefully this Saturday there'll be a button here for XYZ amount of fantasy coins. So I would recommend you start saving your fantasy coins now, at least after this video, because this video is mainly about the PogCat. We have our first hint from a big game developer. We have the first ever hint. This is a world first, and I know how everybody on YouTube loves a world first. Let me explain now everything that I now know about PogCat and the POG achievement, which, if you don't know, is here in the achievements list. It is called POG Champ. You will never get this achievement, it says. Now, the first time Preston mentioned and showed evidence of the PogCat was on the 8th of August. That was the same date that the Fantasy World update came out. So we know that the Pog Champ Cat achievement came out with the Fantasy World update. Does that mean it's in Fantasy World, or is it in the spawn area? That I cannot confirm, but what I can confirm is the following. First of all, some of you believe that if you convert a bunch of mythicals on the fusing machine, that will give you the PogCat. This has been tried and tested, and it doesn't work. It has definitely got nothing to do with fusing mythicals, and there is a reason why, because one of the developers has told me a secret. There are 3 main developers at Big Games. Number 1 is Preston, the founder and lead dev. He made games such as this game, Pet Simulator X, and then of course we have David. David, the second developer on the list, made a game called My Restaurant. You may have heard of it from my channel, or just because you played it before you subscribed to my channel. Anyway, My Restaurant is one of my favourite games on Roblox. And finally we have Gavin, aka Aspinator. Not only did he make Big Paintball, my opinion, the best FPS on Roblox. Yeah, I know, I have heard of Arsenal. I'm going to do it again. He has this cool car. And also, out of all of the developers, this is the only one that follows me on Twitter. Thanks, dude. Appreciate that. Go follow me on Twitter. There is a link in the description. So far, can you say so in a row? I don't know. So far, none of the developers have given any hints. Preston has told nobody anything other than this is impossible to get. And then, of course, he said that you can get it. But now, Gavin, Aspinator, the only developer to follow me on Twitter, has given me a hint. Why he chose me, I don't know, but this is a world first, exclusive hint. Let me explain. Now, many of us in the community have spent hours and hours and hours coming up with really complex ideas. I personally spent hours collecting a bunch of big mascot pets, and then I tried to fuse them. I then spent another 5 hours on a live stream accumulating 500 big mascots so I could make gold and rainbow big mascots and try and fuse them to make the pet, the PogCat. However, none of that worked. Other people have tried even more complex things. Some people have even accumulated every single pet in the game. I think there's like 407, but that didn't work. That did not get the PogChamp achievement. No PogCat. Some of you have even suggested getting the maximum number of coins in the game, which is like 1 trillion, but guess what? That does not get you the PogCat either. Now, before I reveal the big secret, the big hint given to me by Gavin, the developer at Big Games, I wanted to do what we do in every video, which is try and hatch a mythical. And this time, instead of 2 speed, because you guys enjoy this so much, I've sped it up to 5 speed. So this really annoying noise that you all love, you can now hear it at a much faster rate. So this is 5 speed. I've dropped another, what, 500 billion fantasy coins on hatching eggs. I'm running all the passes as usual, and I've got ultra lucky and super lucky running, and guess what? Surprise, surprise, I didn't get a single mythical. But with every cloud there is a silver lining. Is that the saying? I think so. With every cloud there is a silver lining. Zoe has donated not just one. Shout out to Zoe, by the way, because Zoe has given 3 mythicals to give away on the live stream. In fact, that's not enough. Zoe has now given us 4 mythicals, 5 mythicals, and the best mythical of all, the heavenly, the ANGELUS mythical, which I can give away on my live stream. That's coming very soon. So big shout out to Zoe, thank you. And if you want one of these, do comment down below. I'm just going to flex these for a little bit because I've got so many mythicals now. This is the most mythicals I've ever had. Anyway, a few days ago, Gavin was able to get the first ever PogCat. Gavin, the developer at Big Games, the only person to get the PogCat and show evidence of it, and it was confirmed by Preston. Now, how did Gavin do this? What did he do that's different? What does he know? Well, obviously he's a developer, so he's got some insider knowledge. What did you do to get that? How long? There's no way Gavin, the developer at Big Games, is going to spend 17 hours doing some weird, complex, fusing, mythical thing in Pet Simulator X. Gavin is a busy guy. He's working on the big paintball update, the free-for-all big paintball update. If you're interested in that, by the way, I will always cover big paintball videos. Anyway, Gavin has told me this, so I'm going to pull this hint up. Before I do, please drop a thumbs up because this is a world first exclusive hint, and it could probably get him in big trouble with Preston. I'm not sure if he was supposed to release a hint. I don't even think Preston has seen him tweet at me because Preston doesn't follow me on Twitter. Hey Preston, if you're watching this video, please follow me on Twitter, dude. I want to talk to you. Anyway, the big hint, let's go. It took me a couple of minutes. Cry emoji. This is Gavin. This is after I questioned him and said there's no way Gavin would have spent 17 hours doing some complex thing on Pet Simulator X to get PogCat. And he said it took me a couple of minutes. Cry emoji. We have all been wasting hours and hours and hours and hours of time on this, and it only takes a couple of minutes, so it gave me an idea. I'm going to try 2 things. 2 things, and these have been suggested to me by you guys in the comments actually, so we're going to jump straight into those things because now we got a hint. I think I know what to do. Alright, listen to this. This sounds even better than the other eggs in the fantasy world. Listen to this sped up version of these eggs, and then I'm going to explain what I'm doing. I'm going to be doing 2 things, but hold up, listen to this. What is that? I mean, anyway, I got 2 ideas. One is burning the frost around Preston in the glacier area, and number 2, which is actually number 1 because we're going to do it first, is I'm hatching a bunch of ordinary cats. Now what I'm going to do with these cats is pretty straightforward. I can't believe I never tried this before. These cats look like the PogCat. They're the only creature in the game that look like the PogCat. It's taken me about 2 minutes to get them, so what I'm going to do is simply fuse 12 of the normal cats. By the way, if you want to join this server that I record on like everybody else here today, then there is a link to it in the Roblox group. Go to the description down below and you can join the Roblox group where you will find a link in the shout box. I don't know what it's called. Anyway, let's fuse 12 of these ordinary cats and hope for the best. We're also going to try burning the frost around Preston in the glacier area, which I've got some special pets that have flames out of their heads to do this. So alright, here we go. I'm gonna pop these pets in the fuser and we're gonna fuse them and see what happens. Alright, it's a chicken. We kind of knew that wasn't gonna work, but it was worth a try. It only took 2 minutes. And then finally, the quickest 2 minutes ever. Here we go. We're going to go burn the glacier. This was suggested to me in the comments by at least one of you. I'm sorry. I've just tried to search for the comment on my other screen, but I can't find it anywhere. So here are my mythical on fire creatures. They've got flames coming out their head, and I'm going to put them into the ice and see what happens. Apparently, you need to keep them there for a while. and burn away the ice and reveal the PogCat. This isn't going to work, is it?